All right, here we go. Session 61 of Forbidden Lands. Now that we have our numbering straightened around. And you guys are on the hunt for griffins. Or griffin eggs, more accurately. You've traveled north of the castle you had previously visited, where you had previously deduced that there was a griffin eyrie in the mountains. You encountered a strange statue with a sword that seemed to come alive when the sword was taken from it. But wisely decided to just let that be after Caldy mucked about with it, and continued on your way. You met a group of adventurers who were traveling, who shared their fire with you for a bit. Let it be known that they were on their way to the castle from the city of Straka, and apparently there are operations underway to make the castle into like livable space.
Is that the one where the gator ambushed me?
That was the one with the giant squid monster in the thing and the ghosts.
Yep, that was the gator one.
Yeah. So there is movement towards the castle from the city of Straka. Apparently at the behest of Lady Venali, who you guys have heard of before but never encountered. You're currently in the mountains, not quite at the summit of any. You've noticed that there is avalanche activity in the area, which scared the crap out of Desi.
A little bit.
And during the evening, during watch,
I mean, rightfully so.
yeah, it was noticed that there are griffins in the area that seem to have noticed you, but they're not nocturnal hunters. They don't have the eyesight for it, so there is no attack, but they are aware of your presence. Other than that, you guys are basically looking at an honest to goodness mountain climb as we kind of kick things off on the morning. Everybody already rolled for their food and water for the day, so you don't have to worry too much about that. But there is a large mountain to climb. Your best guess is that the griffin eyries tend to be high up.
Okatai, how attached are you to these horses?
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
How attached are you to these horses? On perhaps a scale of 1 to 10.
What are you talking about? The horses? Sorry, I don't know why I'm not hearing you as good as I can.
Why are you asking about the horses?
My thought was perhaps we could pick one out and have the griffins come to it before we scale the mountain.
Oh,
Use them as bait.
sounds like it.
It seems easier to fight griffins on the ground as opposed to in the mountains. And they do like horse flesh.
Are they sight hunters or are they scent hunters, though?
According to Okatai, they hunt by sight, I believe. Do not see well in the night, but during the morning, perhaps they could see one. If it comes close, we can deal with it before we move up the mountain to find the eggs.
don't. I mean, don't we need the horses?
In a perfect world, we deal with the griffins before the griffins dealt with the horse.
Yeah. I can't believe I'm saying this. I was thinking more that we have things that can fight back so that we didn't need to put the horses in danger.
I don't follow.
I think I'd make better bait. Mainly because I can fight back. The
I
horses
believe the
can't.
griffins prefer eating horse than human.
Maybe. I don't know what griffins usually eat.
Hopefully not goblin.
Hopefully not.
Can give me a it's called a lore roll.
Griffin usually. Yeah.
Oh, Yorick's got hotel internet.
That's all I brought says bait.
What, we found an inn with internet? What?
Kind of has internet.
All right, so it's called a. You're aware that griffins are carnivorous, but they have a vast preference for horse meat.
Well, they're like horses, guys.
They can smell them from a great distance off, and they will actually, in many cases, if they smell horses, they almost go into like a feeding frenzy and kind of like, lose what passes for their wits. With 2 successes, you also have read that they're very territorial. They will hunt anything that comes within their territory, and that includes other griffins that are outside their family unit.
I'm simply saying I'm not a fan of heights.
No. No. I don't like you being in high places either. Yeah, I can't pretend to be a horse, so if we're gonna use a horse as bait, then we need to use one of the actual horses.
I'm perfectly fine with that.
I mean, we'll need to make sure it's not carrying a bunch of armor and stuff first.
Worst comes to worst, I can ensure it carries our things home.
Yeah, there's gonna be enough of the horse left to walk. I mean, that's not going to happen if the griffin eats it.
It'll only eat the flesh, not the bones. It seems to be their safest play, I think. Or if you prefer to climb the mountain, I will watch from here.
Hey, is it possible that we could maybe tame these things and ride them back home if we assert our dominance?
Okatai believes that's unlikely. It's
Get a couple of
Believes
nights
that
in,
we-
I could give it a try.
I think they need to be raised from hatchlings, hence the eggs.
Well, that sucks.
I can age them faster, but depends on the bonding period or something. Believe it's a investment in the future.
I can hear you speaking, but for some reason the volume is very low for me, so I don't catch everything. I don't know
We
if you
can
can hear
hear-
me all right.
We can hear you now.
Okay. I can hear you all right, but I have trouble hearing Chris.
So Trestius is suggesting the idea of using one of the horses as bait to bring the griffins to us.
Don't want to seem cruel, but I brought one of them as a thinking about that. So we'll probably need to go up to fetch the egg afterward, but dealing with them here seems more practical.
Well, the druid agrees then. Any objections from anyone else?
Nope.
First, do I know if there's any chance I could break an adult griffin to be collaboratives? Or do I really need to raise it from the egg to have any chance of doing anything with them?
You could certainly try to tame a grown one. Raising it from eggs means it will probably imprint on you and view you as a family member, which will be significantly better.
Egg is still a better solution. We can.
Yeah, the biggest problem with trying to tame a fully grown one is they've already established the fact that they're territorial and know who their family, for lack of a better term, is, who their herd is, or their pack, or whatever a group of griffins is called. And anything other than that is inside their territory is a threat.
Yeah.
Let's set a trap.
So let's try to bait him here, and then we can go look for the eggs.
I know nothing about baiting traps. That's definitely a you guys kind of thing.
They came at night, but they couldn't see enough to attack. They probably
You're breaking up. I didn't hear any of that.
Good old hotel internet.
Airbnb internet.
I think he was saying that now that the sun is coming up, it's likely the griffins will be able to see a griffin or a horse. I think that's
Makes
the whole.
sense. I'm guessing we got to be super quick though, because I can picture this thing just swooping in, grabbing, and taking off without us being able to even get a shot at it. Unless, of course, it's going to purposely land on the ground to like sniff around or something first. But I, for some reason, imagine this thing to be like a bird and just try to pluck it out and not even touch the ground.
Tie it to a tree.
Yeah, depending on how strong this thing is, yeah.
And Galdi
Maybe
did
we
say
should tie
they.
it to a tree.
Sorry, go ahead, Rice.
I was going to say, yeah, maybe we should tie it to a tree just to, if nothing else, slow it down if it does try to just do like a swoop in.
Agreed. And Caldy did mention that they lose their wits if presented with their preferred prey. May not see a trap. And in many ways, a dead griffin is as good as a live one.
Right, so you guys are gonna set some sort of trap?
Ambush time.
What sort of a trap are you trying to make for a griffin?
Has to be a pincer one, like in the one Percy made in Vox Machina for the dragon in season 2. It's got to be something that holds it down.
I was just thinking of putting it under a ledge or something so we can spot it, but you need to land to be able to get to it. Something like
Yeah,
that.
and maybe that's a great idea. Maybe something like logs or something collapses on it and buries it and holds it onto the ground. Well, once it gets too close to the horse, maybe we can save the horse out of this too. I'm thinking maybe we get kind of like a cave or a small barn set up. Griffin has to actually go inside of it to get the horse. So we kind of tease it with the horse. When you see it coming, we put it in the barn, but leave the barn door open.
It took us a week to make a raft, let alone a barn.
We don't have to worry if the barn floats.
We just have to worry if the barn will hold a horse and a griffin.
Yeah, and only for like a minute or two, right?
And then it's just a horse trapped in a barn with a griffin, which is not going to help the horse.
Yeah, and then we can just poke at the griffin. I assume the horse is a write-off, but I mean, we can try to save the horse.
We're not building a barn. I'm just gonna. No, I don't want to stay in this weird snow death trap that long.
Well, you guys are the combat types, so I'll defer to your greater knowledge here.
I mean, I would stand out in there and wave my arms, but apparently I'm not tasty enough for griffin bait.
Could stand next to the horse.
Yeah,
Stand next to the horse or rub
horse
all over the horse and see if you can get enough horse scent all over you.
I am not rubbing all over the horse.
Yeah.
So
You
do
can
it
just sit on the
slowly.
horse.
Slowly to attract the griffin's attention.
Sit on the horse.
Sitting on the horse
Sexily.
might work. Yeah, Okatai's right about that. I don't know how tempting horses are, but we need to do this like sooner rather than later, because that snow is really making me uneasy.
And it's a long climb to the eggs.
And it's a long climb. With or without snow, it's still a long climb, and I would rather get somewhere where we can start a campfire sooner as opposed to later.
Unless we start walking on all fours, I'm not sure if rubbing against the horse would be a good idea. But I mean,
I'm
it can't
not.
hurt.
Mm-mm. You go right ahead. I will not be doing that. But you feel free. You're far more horsey shaped than I am.
Excuse me?
I don't know. If you're on all fours, I'm sure you're probably more horse shaped than I am.
I don't know
Pony,
where you get that
maybe.
idea, but
You're. Yep, never mind.
fine. Trestius will rub against the horse and pretend and stuff.
No, because we don't want the griffin to grab Trustius and haul him up in the air again.
I prefer my feet on the ground. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe you can fly.
I can't reach him when he's in the air.
I believe that
I believe
once
you can
too.
touch the sky.
No.
Well, I mean, the other option is frankly just tie it to a tree and wait and see if something comes down and try and ambush.
That was what I was thinking. If they go mad when they sense horse flesh, then having Desi close to the horse and the rest of us scattered about should be sufficient. Tie it so it can't run.
Sorry, is it winter or is it just that we're high enough elevation that there's snow?
It's high enough elevation.
Well, if this is an ambush, I'm going to have a bonus detecting it.
Hey, are there any footprints or any kind of tracks in the snow around here?
No, the snow is still significantly above you guys. It's just when an avalanche happens, it carries it all down.
Oh, that's what was meant about avalanche. So right now we're not in snow ourselves, but there is snow if we keep going up.
Correct.
Gotcha.
We are at the bottom of the murder horn.
Okay.
I think tying the horse and keeping Desi close and the rest of us scattered about is sufficient.
And if it doesn't work here, we'll try it at a higher elevation.
We do have 2 horses.
I think this is as good a plan as any.
All right, then.
All right, so what is your plan?
Basically, tie the horse to a tree. Desi's going to be near the horse. The rest of us are going to position ourselves on whatever map you give us, and we're going to hope they notice us.
Nothing can go wrong with that.
I think the idea is to try to fight griffins here as opposed to up in the hill, right? Oh, lots of zones. That's good. I like zones.
I do like the idea of fighting a griffin more on land that is not like potentially knee deep for most of us, but shoulder deep for some of us.
And fall damage is so bad.
Alrighty. Well, feel free to place yourselves on the map here.
I don't see it. Oh, there's a token.
Yeah, I just dragged myself from my character.
Oh, look at that. Okay, where's
Yeah,
our
I
horse?
just discovered that too. I took a chance on a random part.
Where would you like to put the horse?
Is this a high point or a low point?
Those are low points.
Okay. Um. Hmm.
This is a devious little map, Chris.
Isn't it though?
Mm-hmm. I was like, Dungeon Alchemist, make me a mount.
If we put the horse here, it's got a fair amount of room to run. I'm guessing that any of these low points, Chris, will have to make a move roll on.
Yes, you will.
Okay. And it's like, I mean, unless we put the horse here, like that kind of gives it the most space to move around. Are we tying the horse down?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
100%.
Yeah, otherwise
All right.
it's going to run.
Putting the horse here gives us the most maneuvering space.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
does.
it gives us 1, 2, 3, 4 adjacent.
I want to be so far away from this horse.
You want to be far away from the griffin. But that gives us 4 adjoining spaces that hopefully we don't need move rolls to get through.
Yeah,
'Cause,
yeah,
like-
no, that's good. Yeah, that makes sense.
Like even here, I don't know if that little divot is enough to make a move roll necessary. Or like this little tiny spot here. Because you can always come through. That's unblocked.
How do you place
But, like-
yourself on the map?
Go to the Actors tab. And in the PCs list, just drag yourself over. Hopefully that's not messing anything up in Foundry. There you
I'll
go.
need to know because I can't drag anything on tablet.
I can't see your token. Chris will have to do that.
Yep.
What do I need to remember while we're in here?
All right. Whereabouts would Okatide like to be?
At least 1 zone away from where the horse has been placed. I don't see the whole of the map because tablet I cannot move the map around. But we put the horse in a pretty central place, so I just want to be an X away. Yeah.
You might be able to see the map if you kind of like hold down and move your finger around. Sometimes that'll zoom. All right. So a bunch of people are gathered together, and Trestus is off by himself.
Hidden under a bush, like
What,
no.
what could possibly go
The
wrong?
2-finger thing doesn't allow me to zoom in, but it allows me to slide the map around.
Where are we putting the horse?
So she can put me in a zone by myself too. That'd be great. That's one a bit down.
Is that where the horse is going to be?
Where I'm clicking.
I don't want to be next to the horse. I want some high ground. I'll be in just a slightly different area so I can aim down and then run.
You're,
Oh, that's a
you're-
horse token.
You're in the zone with the horse right now.
Yeah, if we move the horse down here,
That'd be better.
yeah, that's what I was trying to.
Let's have us in the not kill zone and the horse in the kill zone instead of this way.
I need to be in the kill zone.
Well, you can be in the kill zone.
That way I can run and do a melee charge.
Let's be honest, any zone I'm in is the kill zone.
Oh yeah, you're totally terrifying and deadly.
I was thinking I'm prone to die a lot.
Oh, so far. Let me amend that. Trustius is the only one.
And honestly, he looked half dead when he got here.
I mean, I wasn't gonna say anything.
I can hear you.
Chris, can you
I
move our
think
horse?
he knows.
Where are you moving the horse to?
The horse should be almost where Ryzen is right now. And that way there's like 4 zones that can get to it quickly. And Trustius is still off on his lonesome.
Okay.
And I'm backing away.
And I'm far enough that I can do a melee charge.
Yeah, that's a good setup.
That looks like a really deep chasm right beside us, though.
The one that you can't see the bottom of?
That one looks... No, this one right here looks awfully deep.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
They
Not
all
looking
look
forward to falling into that.
I'm gonna say, could you
I
imagine if after all of this you die from falling like that?
I'd rather not. This one
Don't
doesn't look
judge.
terribly deep. That one looks kind of deep, though. And narrow, which is not good. I should not be giving the GM ideas. Never mind. I'm good. I'm gonna mute now.
The good news is if it's narrow enough, you may not hit the bottom.
Oh yeah, so we could be wedged and die of starvation and exposure, and maybe something eating us
I am-
slowly.
Not cutting my arm off and eating it.
The thing about Anita muting is that Chris can still hear you. He's in the same room as you. Muting is not enough.
That's
I
true.
don't have enough
He's
arm
little,
left
like-
to be a meal.
Caldy and I are appetizer nuggets.
All right. So as you guys get into position, kind of like set your horse out, kind of take position. Are you guys like just standing in the open, or is everybody kind of getting behind cover?
I'm Trustius is very much hiding. For a fellow
I'm
that's
covering
been
and
picked up
hiding.
by a flying creature and dropped to his death, he's due
Not
diligence.
keen. Not keen to do it again, huh?
No, not a bit.
No. I'll sure try to hide behind some bushes. I
Yeah,
don't know if they're
absolutely.
big enough, but
Hiding is very much high on my list of things to try.
All right.
you've got all kinds of clover you can hide in there.
So
The same color too.
whoever has the lowest sneak roll can make a roll.
It's probably me.
You do get
I'm
a
3.
You do get a +2 bonus because you guys are laying in ambush as opposed to moving, and you also get a +1 because the range currently. So it's whoever's got the lowest, and then a +3 modifier.
All
My
right.
base is 3.
So's mine. So why don't you take it, Risen?
Oh, thanks. Give
I
it
don't
to
like
me.
responsibility.
I was gonna say. So what's my modifier, Chris?
Total of +3.
Thanks, Caldy.
Well, I already rolled once this game,
Oh,
and it worked out great. So I ruined it. Rolling again.
So everybody kind of like hunkers down, kind of waits in anticipation, and kind of wait, and you wait, and then you hear this screeching sound. As
Son of a...
as 2 griffins come swooping in, they're a good distance above you, Trustius. hear the screech, hear the flapping of the wings, see these large shapes kind of glide overhead. They're probably, they're a good probably 10-ish meters above you. But they are definitely coming in on like a downward angle. They do not seem to notice anything other than the horse.
Okay.
So far, so good.
Step one is positive.
It's working so far.
And the two of them kind of like arc semi-gracefully, and they are very, very fast flyers. Like they come in like not a care in the world, just like focused entirely on that horse.
We're gonna name him Glue.
I think I did name mine Glue when we had horses right at the beginning.
Now, I guess the important question is, at what point are you guys springing the ambush?
I think we
can
can
we
roll
aim
for
for the
initiative
wings?
anytime.
Try to limit their ability to fly.
In order to
Yes, I like the idea of that, but as far as when do we attack, I say when they're really invested in the horse.
so like you're letting them start to tear into the horse.
Caldy is. He's
I'm
not really
not.
next to anybody else to ask.
Probably in the zone, right?
I'm letting them tear into the horse. When they are close enough, my point is to try to aim for the wings, to try to disable the ability to fly away. Try to coordinate with Tressus so I can aim for one, you can aim for the other.
All right. So the way an ambush goes is once you guys trigger it, everybody gets one action, either fast action or slow action, before we draw initiative.
Yeah, so when they're within feet of the horse, I would say that's when we go.
Okay. So
Yeah, and I'll be all loaded up with a sling ready to go at that time.
Yep, I'm gonna have my Warhammer mace, whatever I bought, out.
Yeah, and all my
Okay.
runes will be near me.
all right, perfect. So everybody gets one action as they come basically swooping in. They haven't stopped. They haven't landed. They're still they're still like a zone off the ground. But they are coming in for the horses.
Light them up.
Aim for the wings.
So
Not sure there's a mechanic for that in the Forbidden Lands, but I'm trying to clip the wings.
not really. I'd say if you do enough damage, you'll be able to basically cripple them. But they are fairly strong beasties. Not like basilisk strong, but I mean, you could try to like, I'll say you could try to trip one and then grapple it to keep it from flying. If you had a net or something, that would be different.
Yeah, I don't think I can trip with a harpoon.
Not at range.
Nope. I'm just gonna aim for the wings.
Okay. Can you click on your card sheet, or do you need me to?
Founder has kicked me out, so if you could just roll for me, please.
Okay.
Not bad.
Oh, my armor actually did something. Not a lot, mind you, but it did a thing. So you let go of this harpoon. It kind of catches the griffin, catches him in the wing. He'll be bleeding and probably poisoned. Who's next?
I'll fire on the same one.
Okay.
Oh, I'm having a hard time with arrows.
That arrow definitely finds purchase.
And we only have one action, right?
Yep. One action and then initiative.
Can I spend for rank 2 a Path of the Arrow for an extra?
Not on an ambush, no.
Gotcha.
All right. Caldy and Desi and Ryzen, what would you guys like to do?
Is it low enough that I'll be able to actually hit it? Like, are either of them?
No, they're still like a zone above you guys.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything then. I don't have. I can grab a rock.
You can grab a rock.
I'll grab a rock and huck it at it.
Okay.
I'll teach you how to throw that later.
That'd probably be a good idea. But yeah, I don't have any talents that work with Mark. I don't think I want to use Path of Fate on a rock.
Right, so marksmanship roll. -1 for the range. -1 for the range.
Okay. I don't know what damage a rock does.
Its base damage is 0, so it's just number 6 or 0 and then 1 for every additional success.
Okay.
Think. Let me check.
I've never tossed a rock at someone before.
No, a rock has a base damage of 1, so you do 2.
Nice. Because I'm pretty sure that Brawler does not help me, and that's the only hand-to-hand-ish talent that I have.
Okay, that will leave us with Caldy and Ryzen.
I'm holding off until they are otherwise distracted before I start throwing slings and stuff at them.
Okay.
They don't need my. I don't need to be a center of attention yet,
Right.
as he can't block anything.
Yeah. Ryzen, what would you like to do?
Did the fact that Desi threw and hit one of them with a rock deter either of them to reconsider, or are they still on their pathway in?
They are still completely like laser focused on that horse.
Okay. Then I guess I will throw one of my knives then if it's within range for a knife throw.
It is. It would be -1 because of the range, but
And I noticed the range here says near. I was like, I thought throwing knives were purposely for longer. Okay.
yeah, near is anywhere in the same zone.
So here's a question. Because I have ambidextrous, can I throw 2 knives or no? Ambidextrous is for melee only.
I'd let you throw 2 knives, but each takes an action, and you've only got the 1 action, so.
Okay. No, I'm not going to push that.
Okay. Right. That is a miss. All right. So if folks want to go to the combat tracker and draw their initiative, just let me switch Okatai to draw 2 cards.
Oof. It's a bad card.
Okatai got a 1. Ooh. Alright, I just need Desi and Ryzen to draw their initiative.
I did. I got a yellow banner. I'll do it again. Keeps telling me there's no available results which can be drawn, and then some second yellow banner happened. Oh,
Okay.
there it is.
Right. Ooh, horse is fast. Horse is like, I want out.
I don't blame the horse.
We tied the horse up, right?
The horse
Oh,
is
yeah.
tied. That's why he's having second thoughts.
Yeah.
I'm willing to switch with Desi if she wants mine.
We totally betrayed that horse.
Yeah, it's fine.
What's your number?
2, I believe.
Oh. I'm probably better going after the griffin, because right now it's too high above me.
Okay.
Sorry, for me to do anything useful.
Yes, and you can see the betrayal in the horse's eyes. Mama?
It's like whimpering. It knows fear. Okatai is up first. What? Did we lose Yorick?
He's muted.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay, Okatai, you are up first.
Yes. I'll act first on the. So I'll try again to nip the wing.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to hook him with my with the rope, with the harpoon with the rope, so I can pull him toward me.
Okay, perfect.
That should put a damper on his ability to fly.
Do you need me to roll for you?
I'm trying. Should work. Yeah, I can roll it.
Okay.
So, those are not monster though.
They are not monsters.
They are not.
They are not. That's
They're
what
not.
brought you guys here in the first place.
Did I get anything out of that?
Yeah, 5 successes for 6 damage.
Jeez.
Okay, sorry, I don't see the dice.
Wait, the griffins are not monsters?
Nope, they. I consider them to be animals.
Okay, because I clicked Dragon Slayer by mistake on that throwing thing. Okay.
All right, so yeah, you like spear that griffin and kind of like it crumples to the ground and you kind of drag it towards you.
I was wanting to cripple his ability to fly. Seems like it's done.
It is definitely crippled.
Well, it can't fly.
All right, Ryzen, you're up.
So are they both on the ground now, or at least within swatting range?
No, one of them is still kind of coming in. The other one got dropped by Okatai's spear and is dead on the ground.
Oh, it's already dead.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
5 successes just does the thing.
Oh, nice.
yeah. Oof.
And so
Yep,
the
that's
other one
nasty.
is... Sorry, and the other one is still in the air?
It is.
Okay, I'm going to throw my second knife at it then.
Okay.
And do not click Dragon Slayer this time.
Ooh, that's a hit. Yep, so yeah, your that throwing knife actually finds purchase. It's like kind of like stuck in the feathers, kind of like where the wing meets the like lionish body, and you can see the little glint of silver going like, that knife I can get back easily.
I was going to say, does the other one look like it was lost? Like it might have gone over a cliff edge?
It's around there someplace. You'll probably have to look for it.
Okay.
The griffin, though, is still completely fixated on the horse.
Well, that's a curse roll.
Yep. But it does land, and it kind of like grabs the horse, and with like it does grab the horse and kind of like flicks its head like it's trying to throw the horse, kind of up in the air to so it falls, breaks a leg, and can't go anywhere. But because it's tethered to the ground, the horse doesn't actually go anywhere. But the horse is like, I am out of here.
Oh, that's not good. Bye, Orsi.
Yeah, it kind of rears back and snaps the rope. Griffin gets a free attack. Draws some horse blood. But yeah, the horse just bolts in blind panic. But that will take us to Caldy.
Caldy's thinking willpower counts as power level for the spells, right?
Yes, it does.
All right, I'm casting Paralyze at power level 4.
Ooh.
Oh, Padawans.
Well, it loses all its actions if I do this, right?
Yep.
That gives you guys free shots. As long as Okadai doesn't kill it.
So it's short range, so next zone over, so you're good there. So yeah, if you click the spell, you should get a little thing, and it'll ask you how much willpower you want to put into it.
That's only letting me put 3. So I guess just 3.
All right. I think you only put 1 in.
That was only 1 die. I thought I clicked 3.
Yeah, it's the opposite of what you think when you're looking at.
All right, so I see 3 X's. Get rid of the 3 X's?
Yeah, get rid of the 3 X's.
All right, now I'm casting at level 4.
There we go. Oh, and a mishap.
I can't see the results, and I can't see the mishap, so...
Power level 4, so you're good there. As long as things don't go awry.
I don't mind paralyzing myself. That's
Ooh.
kind of like a gummy.
The spell backfires. An offensive spell affects you instead of your intended target. A protective healing spell wounds instead of healing. Shift goes horribly wrong. So yes, you are paralyzed.
That is perfectly fine by me. I don't have to fight a griffin.
Oh no.
What Justice is like, oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. We need to have a talk.
Only for 1 round, though, right?
Yeah, you lose your next all of your next actions. Okatai and Tresius, you can feel like the hairs on the back of your neck start to stand up, like somebody is casting magic, and then there's like that kind of like low grade hum of a spell being cast, and then you kind of see Caldi just kind of like standing, like completely, perfectly still.
Yeah, I don't think Trustius gets to throw lectures about mishaps and spells, though.
Just a matter of time till one of you ends up dragged away to a demon dimension.
Yeah, I mean, like every spell, there's a chance.
Yep. Desi.
But you cast them a lot more than I do.
Yeah.
Not lightly.
Oh.
I've cast 3 spells in my life.
I'm gonna try to melee charge the griffin.
Okay.
I will use Path of Fate first. So I spend a willpower point. I foresee how an opponent will act in the coming round. All my attack and defense rolls against that opponent gains +1 until it is my turn again in the next round.
All right.
It does not count as an action, but can only be done on your turn. Okay.
Perfect.
So I will melee charge with Breath. And yeah, I will try to. I don't know if we were planning on trying to kill these things or just disable them, but the horse is gone, so I'm gonna try to kill it. We'll see what actually happens.
The griffin, not the horse.
Yes, the griffin, not the horse. I get +1 modifier. Let me just check one of my talents here. I just want to make sure I'm not using it. When I shouldn't be. Okay.
It's a lot of dice.
That is a lot of dice. Not much damage for a change, but a whole lot of dice.
4 is a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, you do bite into it.
Well, no.
Sword into it.
Cut into it. Cut into it, but I'm not gonna bite into it.
Yeah.
How hurt does it look?
It's bleeding.
Well, that's not very encouraging.
If it's equal to the next one, there's like a lot of hit points left. I would guess.
I was just debating on whether I should spend a willpower to attack again.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'll spend the willpower to attack again with Path of the Blade. Spend the willpower to attack again. Because I still get the +1. So I still get the +1. What am I thinking?
I mean, it's your chance, right? After this, picking people up and dropping them off cliffs.
Yeah, that's true. And that would suck.
It is looking very badly hurt now.
Badly enough hurt that it can't fly?
You don't know.
I can be hopeful. Like,
Desi doesn't have any like griffin skills.
no, she definitely doesn't.
Right. But she has closed with it. That will take us to Trustius.
All right, Trusty's gonna move, and because he moved, he can shoot. Guess I don't have to target, but I keep doing that anyway. Pathfinder practice.
I mean, I could set up automations or animations for this so that when you fire an arrow, there's a little arrow that goes.
Eh. Really? Sure.
Bounces right off its armor.
I'm low on arrows. I'm not pushing that. And I'm not in a spot that I can fix my bow. So I will slow action shoot again.
Okay.
Wow.
That one finds purchase, though.
Yeah, I think that's me.
All right. That will take us to Okatai.
Is the griffin still up?
It is. It's badly wounded. It's like it's stumbling around. It's bleeding a lot. Half of its wing has been cut off by Desi.
Because I kind of want to try to run after the horse so it doesn't hurt himself or just goes away. Um,
I mean, keeping the horse is not a bad idea.
I'm gonna dash for the horse and try to calm him down and make sure he doesn't hurt himself or flee.
All right. Give me a animal handling roll.
I'm sorry, Glue. We didn't mean it.
It's not because
Not
I
naming
didn't
a
take.
horse Glue.
It's not because I didn't take my usual horse on this specific mission that I don't like you as much.
Just didn't want to sacrifice the good one.
That's true.
You don't want to sacrifice one with a real name.
The horse is starting to slow. It's still not stopping, but it is slowing. It's no longer just running all crazy.
I take my fast action to dash to be toward him and the slow action to calm him down. So that's gonna be me.
Right. That will take us to Ryzen.
All right. If I run, can I get an attack this round in melee or no?
No. It'd be one to get into the zone and then one more to close with it.
Okay. In that case, can I move and throw a knife or just throw the knife?
Yep. You can move and throw the knife for sure.
Okay, I will throw the knife and then.
Perfect. Yeah. If you move into the same zone and then throw the knife, there's no penalty.
I'm gonna push.
Okay. That one sinks in. You kind of like twist your elbow at the last second. A little bit of a sprain, but the knife does sink into the hilt. Its turn. It has no horse to eat. If I could roll good, that would have been awesome.
Yeah. That killed me once.
Yeah.
Dropped on.
So there's a flutter of wings and a spray of blood as it tries to grab onto Desi and lift her off the ground. But she is not having any of it.
Nope,
Uh,
definitely not.
The horse is continuing to trot away, but no longer galloping. Caldy.
Caldy's sleeping.
Oh, that's right. Caldy is paralyzed.
Oh, a little bit of paralyzation.
Desi.
Oh, I'm going to attack it again,
Okay.
providing it's not in the air. And I'm pretty sure you said it wasn't because it couldn't fly. Did it move away from me?
No, it tried to grab you and lift you into the air.
Oh, okay. Right.
Oh, that's probably going to kill it.
That's the hope.
Yeah, that is enough. With a mighty blow, you like kind of cut the griffin open.
Yeah, I'll kind of spin around. Where's the horse?
No, I think Wokatai is it.
Okatai is running up to the horse,
Okay.
making shush sound.
I'll look around then and try to spot where Culty is.
He's easy to find.
Yeah, hasn't moved in a while now. Culty?
I want to go to school. There's 5 more minutes.
She'll turn around and give Trustees a weird look, like, what the fuck?
He's playing with magic he doesn't understand.
Oh.
Not even sure how he learned to do that.
Everybody underestimates Caldy.
I don't know what he did, so I'll take your word for it. Crap.
Magic as a rule takes years of practice and instruction. There's few of us that can use magic by our blood or by our will.
Sure.
So this is something he's been able to do for a long time, or something he's learned recent. I'm not sure which.
It's a very deep analysis there. You either could do it for a while or you just recently learned.
Uh,
I don't have a script. I'm making this shit up as we go.
well, that probably isn't good.
Well, we don't know yet, but we can find out once he starts moving again. Caldy, are you all right? All right, there we go.
Yeah, I'm up. Let me at him. Where is he?
The threat is taken care of.
Oh, perfect. Can we get these eggs and go home now?
The eggs are up the hill. Okatai's fixing the horse, but I'm confused. What are you doing? How are you doing it?
Oh, the rune magic. Yeah, I'm learning it.
From whom?
I was just picking it up here and there. Trial and error.
No. Yeah. Of course. All right.
And Chris, can I do some kind of empathy roll or something to see if Caldy's telling the truth?
Insight. What's Caldy's predominant emotion right now?
He doesn't want to talk about it.
Yeah, but is it because he's afraid or ashamed?
Oh
Or
no, none of that. He just is. Just sometimes when you're really, you know a lot about a particular subject, you don't want to talk about it with people that barely know anything about it because you've already had those conversations 8 million times by now.
so
And
more
that
of
kind of
a more of a pride
yeah,
thing.
yeah. So it's like a bit of freaking arrogance.
There you go, arrogance. That's what Ryzen is picking up, is arrogance.
You know the bell curve when you're learning something new. When you're first getting into it, you think you know everything, and then the more you get into it, the more you realize you don't know shit, and you'll probably never know shit as much as you learn. But at the beginning, you think you know it all because you know a few things. That's where Caldy is right now.
So how'd you get started on rune magic through trial and error? You just said, "Hey, I'm gonna randomly go mumbo jumbo, and hope things happen."
Oh no! I'm a voracious reader. I read constantly. I've been, and in my 70s, so it's a lot of stuff that I knew that I remember reading about, and I've never really tried it before, but I figured, hey, there's a archdemon trying to eat my soul. Maybe I should be a little bit better prepared to fight archdemons. So I started taking it seriously.
And what, you found some books on the island?
No, that's just from memory. That's just why it's trial and error. Says I think
Uh-huh.
I carried the two here, but
Desi,
Hmm.
he's going to kill himself unless he's trained.
Desi's looking at Caldy like, this is such a bad idea. This is insane.
there's no good ideas. You want me to stop? It's pretty easy. Kill Jakuz.
There are plenty of good ideas, and I have a plan to kill the demon. You have to be careful, Colty. You are meddling in things that you only half understand.
Well, desperate people do desperate things.
True. I can try to help you if you're willing.
Do you know anything about rune magic?
I know a great deal about magic. Not about your magic, but if you'd show me, I'm willing to learn. Perhaps we can learn together.
All right. Well, I'll put you on my calendar.
I appreciate that. Less is more, often, Caldy. Try to remember that. But if you wish help or guidance, I will try.
Or more spells.
I can teach you as well. If you can perform this magic, then there are much more magic I can show you. When we get home, we will meet at the tower and we'll discuss. If you're willing.
Oh, I'm willing.
Oh, Nokatai, the griffins are dead. Mountain is cleared.
I exhausted trying to come back with the horse. I think I got him. Everyone's all right.
As far as I know, yes.
I was wondering if you raise those, would they fly?
I expect so.
Because in the meantime, before I raise the chicks, that might be an option.
Are you suggesting that I animate a griffin to fetch griffin eggs for you to raise?
For the eggs, well, correct me if I'm wrong, Chris. Since they're animal, could I polymorph into a griffin?
You can certainly try.
Well, I'm probably gonna. Uh, I learned about transforming into animals. I was thinking about transforming into a griffin and trying to go up there to get the eggs.
I could have the griffin fetch them if you prefer.
Well, that's an option too.
As always, it takes some time.
Oh,
Or if
and
you
I'll-
prefer, I can stay here with the horses as you make your climb. This is something important to you, I think.
Yes, it is. I was thinking mostly of reanimating them so we could bring them back to the tower. So if we need a flying mount till the chicks are raised, you have an option.
Reanimating these beasts takes a great deal of will.
Yeah, okay. Makes sense.
I can do it, but it would, one, take time, and two, probably cause some suffering.
There might be a better way of carting them back home then. If you don't mind, I'll start by looking for the eggs then. Just trying to make the rest of our other travel easier, but I understand that it takes a lot of you to raise them.
It takes a lot, and I can take that from you or the forest, or we can find a better way.
Okay. With the smell of the griffin, I think I can find a nest. So I'll start with that.
Uh,
All right. So, who's climbing the mountain?
I know who's not climbing the mountain.
Well, I'm going. Just a question of who wants to follow me, if anyone.
I only have 2 strength and 2 agility, and am I a burden? But I can see it dark.
What's a climbing roll?
It's a move roll.
I'll go with you.
So my move is 4, so it's not super bad.
Mine's 3. I'm down in agility right now.
I mean, I understand it's a risky thing, so feel free to stay in your comfort zone. But if you're willing to come, I'll gladly have you with. I think last game, Colby brought me a grappling hook from his bag.
Yep.
I ain't grabbing anything right now. I'm out of willpower.
Yeah, but he did last game. I'm gonna try to use that in my rope to secure the back up. So far, the word Dizzy called.
What
I'll
was
go
that?
with you.
Just asking who's coming up with me.
It's Caldy and Desi and Yokatai.
Oh,
That makes
you
sense.
said you wanted to come. So if you're all right, can go.
I don't know. I might be a hindrance if I go up. I'm not the best climber, so maybe I'll stay here with Trustees.
Yeah, we shouldn't be alone, any of us. Unless it's Trustius doing magic.
Let's try to do this safely and quickly.
That's my favorite way.
Chris says, split the party, you say? Yes, that's what we're doing.
What could possibly go wrong?
That's a. What could go wrong? Who knows?
Trustees is not climbing a tree, let alone a mountain. Fuck that. Gravity sucks.
Yeah.
My oar is safe. I'll be back. He doesn't want to go up either.
I'll do flatland for days. Mountain, nah, I'm not so sure.
Ain't walking up a hill, let alone a mountain. So it sounds like Ryzen and Trustius are staying at the bottom. Everybody else is going to look for eggs.
All right.
I was thinking of spending willpower on my Wolfkin ability to get a track.
All right.
Since I have the smell of the griffin, I should have the smell of the nest. Which is my logic.
Don't mind me just checking out a thing.
Very comforting.
Right?
All right. So Desi and Okatai and Caldi, you guys set up into the hills, and at first it's just kind of like gradually increasing inclines and hills, and then the vegetation starts to like kind of slowly peter out, and it becomes less hilly and more. There are places where you actually need to like get out the rope, get out the grapple, kind of like hook on and climb. And I will get everybody can give me a move roll. Rope and grapple gives you +2 gear dice to the roll.
+2 on move.
Yep, +2 gear dice. Make sure you list them as gear because if you push it, the rope or the grapple could break.
And fast forward gives me nothing, huh?
Nope.
Oh, that's okay. You said it was +2, right?
Yep.
Oh no!
Ah, Desi.
Shit.
Is it like the other move roll? If I made more than one success, I can carry with someone with me?
You got 0 successes for Okatai and 0 successes for Desi. Caldi's above like, come on guys, come on, hurry.
Could you push that for me?
More body weight on me.
Meanwhile, Trustees tonight, did you hear something?
Well, good news, Desi. Okatai does get up, but the grapple breaks.
Oh. Shit. Oh. Yeah, I'm not. It'll be a few minutes, guys.
So you can push the roll as well if you like.
Nope.
Okay.
I don't need to break the rope as well.
Okay. So are you turning back to hang out with Trustius and Ryzen then?
I mean, I shouldn't because Caldy's going. So, no, I'm going to keep trying.
So you can try to push the roll or you can turn around.
Oh, that's my choice. Okay.
Yeah.
Apparently, then I am pushing the roll.
Yeah, you can't just keep trying things until you succeed.
I thought they might just get farther and farther away, but I succeeded this time, so.
There you go. Right. So you leave the broken grapple behind. Continue on your way.
This does not feel safe. This does not feel even a little bit safe.
I get it.
In the meantime, Ryzen and Trustius. You guys are just hanging down at the bottom, watching them go. Surely nothing bad will happen.
Yep.
I'm sure it won't. And don't call us Shirley. Actually, Chris, I would like to do something while we're waiting.
Sure.
I would like to, A, recover my knives if I can.
Okay.
And B, if possible, I would like to turn these griffins into future griffin steaks and food and stuff. Maybe stir fry it or something, or jerky.
Yeah, absolutely. You can give me a survival roll.
You said they weren't monsters, so I'm going to assume they're edible.
Yep.
Sorry, you said survival?
Survival.
Yeah, I'm going to.
You do.
God damn it!
Pretty much. You do manage to recover your knives, but the griffins, like, you're not sure what part of these beasts is actually edible. So, like, it's tough, it's gristly. That part there, that's bony. Oh, that looks like where, Okatai's poison wood sunk into the meat. And you just can't get anything edible off of them.
You could have had a steak that is half white meat and half red meat.
Yeah, well. Guess I'll have to settle for a griffin omelet if there's extra omelet.
And while this is going on, Trustius, since Ryzen is looking around for his knives, kind of like, absently keeping an eye open. Kind of like, oh, there's your friends. Oh, that looks like that might be trouble. And you just kind of catch out of the corner of your eye, kind of like moving towards you semi-slowly, is a shapeless red mass of tentacles and eyes and hands and thorns kind of slithering through the kind of like the scrub land here. Definitely moving in your direction.
Is that the red mist we saw before?
It's not a mist.
Oh, it's just like tentacles and hands
And eyes and thorns.
Oh, and eyes and thorns.
Ew.
And Ryzen's with me, right?
He is.
Ryzen. We need to climb.
Yeah. What's that?
Come with me. We're climbing now.
Okay, why?
Kind of points wherever that direction is.
I'm sorry. I'm seeing what a red mass of like limbs.
Tentacles and eyes and hands. And thorns.
And thorns and stuff.
And as Trustius points it out, and you kind of go like, that kind of like, recoils slightly in a horror look as this thing kind of undulates towards you. And it seems to move by kind of like flapping the tentacles forward and then dragging the mass. Like those like octopus toys that you throw at the wall.
Yep.
But the eyes are fixed on you both.
So it's like a mass of tentacles, eyes, and some.
Uh-huh. It's not moving very quickly.
Yep. No.
Yeah, time to go.
And you guys can give me a move roll. You're not like climbing up the mountain, you're just getting to some elevation.
Sorry, what was the roll again?
Move roll. Oh, perfect. So Trustius, with your two successes, you can use one of those to help Ryzen up.
Yes, please.
Oh, god damn it, I'm broken.
Right. Trustius just kind of grabs you and pulls you up. And this thing, it seems to follow you. Like, it doesn't follow you up onto the little escarpment that you scamper up onto, but it just kind of like pulls itself towards the bottom where you were standing moments ago. And then it just kind of stops. But as it's waiting there, you do see these tendrils and these hands and these tentacles basically just kind of like flow out from it and over the horse. And kind of like wrap around it and kind of start to liquefy it.
I don't suppose you can talk, whatever it is you are.
When you speak, the eyes, several of the eyes, let's say maybe a dozen, kind of like turn to fixate on you. And then the whole mass starts to quiver. Meanwhile, back up the hill.
Fuck.
So you guys you're making good time. You're quite proud of yourself. You have climbed up a mountain. You're up to the point where it's starting to get cold. You're starting to see little drifts of snow and like some of the darker corners and in the crevices. Just like little wispy pieces of snow here and there. It is chilly if you're not dressed for it. Somebody whoever is best can give me a scouting roll.
That was probably me. I got the old Sixth Sense, right?
It's definitely
There's
not
an
me.
ambush.
I would say this would apply, yes.
You saying it would apply?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll roll 2 more d6s to see if that helped.
Sure.
I didn't get a single success. Of all those dice.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah, I know. That was like... That's a lot of dice. It's 5 and...
Did you
5
get a
and
lower
2, so that's 7, so that's 14, plus the ambush one, so that's 16 dice, and I didn't get a single success.
Did you get a lower
Who
spell?
earns?
So as you guys are making your way, kind of like helping one another over the rocks and crevices and this, that, and the other thing, there's suddenly this loud roar that kind of echoes through the mountains. And Desi, since you're probably on the lookout for such things, you notice here and there, like some of the like little overhangs of snow start to like tremble just a little bit. And then you notice this stench. And this huge gray mottled form kind of emerges from the side of the mountain. It's got to be 9 feet tall. Extremely muscular. It is definitely a troll. And then this kind of booming voice is like, little creeps disturb Karg. And it kind of like puts its feet down to kind of block your path forward.
Does he look at Caldy? Caldy's the one who makes friends with these people.
Oh, you were waiting on me. Hi, sir. We didn't know you were here. So sorry to disturb you. Are you friendly?
Hungry.
Well, I might just have just the thing.
Do you like Griffin?
Like goblin.
Oh, have you ever tried Griffin?
Like horse.
Griffin's even better. Griffin's like you get the mammal taste and you got like the bird taste too. It's amazing. You got to try it. We killed 2 down the bottom of the hill. If you want to check it out, I mean, we'll probably grab a couple of sticks, but we're not as big as you, so we don't need it all.
Give food now.
All right, I'll give him a dice of food. I'll give him a whole salami.
He kind of looks at it. Says, "That's not food."
Try it.
Tosses it over his shoulder. You can remove the rations, but he just tosses it away.
Any of you guys got any porridge or something? This guy's hungry.
Guess what trolls eat?
I'm gonna guess raw meat, and I don't think I'm carrying any.
I got some raw fish.
Not like fish. Goblins.
No, don't.
I'm too stringy.
Horse?
I'm less concerned
All our
about horses.
All our raw food is down the hill.
Yeah, our buddies are there too.
Bunnies? Bunnies.
No, not
Could
bunnies.
be bunnies.
You know what? I'm not even going to try to correct him.
Soft bunnies tasty.
He's not wrong.
Trustius might be able to pull one out of a hat.
What is Trustius? Good food?
No,
No, he's even stringier than I am.
very bitter.
A little bit.
Definitely would be if he heard us talking about him right now.
Honestly,
what's
see, there's 2 griffins and a live horse down there, though.
Yeah.
Karg hungry now.
It would take you, what, 2 steps to get down there?
And
Your legs are longer than mine.
he kind of takes 2 steps towards you.
Okay.
Says,
Does he
Do I
doesn't
get to
back up?
try something before he does anything?
what would you like to try?
Magic.
Oh no!
Is that all right?
You can certainly try.
All right, I'm gonna cast Entice with 2 willpower because that's all I've got. And what I want, I'm going to toss the rune to the bottom where we were climbing, so that's down at the bottom of that hill. So where the horse and the griffins are, and it will have to run there.
You have weird magic.
That's what it does.
I'm used to magic, lighting people on fire.
That's more of a Tressius thing.
Yeah.
There's lots of magic.
Shall I give it a shot?
It's up to you.
I mean, we don't know you're doing it.
I mean, Okatai will know.
Yeah, so yeah, okay, the hairs kind of go up. Caldy pulls out this like sheet of paper and it like tosses it. Karg looks at it, says like, throw away paper.
It's a map.
Hmm. Some little creeps
Oh,
have no
sorry.
food.
Aside from goblin, what's your favorite food? Maybe I can help you.
Horse. Bunny.
I can find you some bunny.
But
Bunny is pretty tasty.
Karg hunting now.
I have fish.
Well, let me go get you that horse.
He doesn't like fish.
Not like fish.
I'll be right back.
I don't
I'll come get you. I'll bring you a horse.
Could pay.
For a horse?
We'll pay for griffin eggs.
And he just kind of points. Like up.
Yeah, we know they're up there.
I could, if you give me some time, I could bring you some bunnies. A bunch of bunnies.
Make a manipulation roll.
Is that what I need to start doing? It's just asking and insisting that I'll only eat bunny? Because, man, if that's what I need to do to not eat porridge, then I think I might start getting a little demanding.
Karg will just look at Desi kind of nodding.
See? And fish is gross. Unless it's raw, and then it's kind of tasty.
Bony.
Well, yeah, you gotta get the bones out of it first.
Bunny's bony too, but bunny bones
The
crunch.
bigger. Yep.
Fish bones not crunch.
No, they just poke, and they hurt. There's fish, though, by the ocean that's much less bony.
0 successes on the manipulation roll.
Could you push that for me, please?
Still 0
Oh, no!
success.
I am unable to manipulate.
Shit.
Little creeps
Yeah,
don't have food.
I'll start backing up behind Desi.
Karg do like brothers. Little creeps give shiny. Karg not eat.
You like brother?
Brothers live by water. Little creeps give shiny, not get eat.
I think we have shiny.
Yeah, I'll toss him like 5 silver.
He'll take them. He'll say, Thank you.
So no eat?
No eat.
Perfect. Pleasure doing business with you.
I'll bring rabbit next time.
He kind of chuckles like, Karg not eat. He kind of gestures like as he does. He's like, metal heart teeth.
Absolutely would. Yes.
And he kind of like, he holds up the coins. He's like, want silver. Want shiny. Not really hungry. And then he kind of smiles.
Sneaky.
Was it the day?
We got conned by a troll.
I mean, I'd rather get conned by a troll than eaten.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Was it the day? I thought troll turned into stone that day.
I don't have any idea.
Over
It might be
time,
different kind of.
and they have to be exposed to like direct sunlight for a while.
Okay.
But he does take the coins and then disappears back into his cave. His cave is very cleverly concealed, camouflaged even.
And I'll make a little note of it in my little map.
Bring rabbits.
Meanwhile, down below, as you guys kind of sit on this this escarpment, and there's this kind of like quivering jello-like mass of tentacles and eyes and hands, and it's starting to quiver slightly faster. And then you see kind of like little like bubbles kind of rising to the surface, like when you've got your spaghetti sauce on too high. It's just like these little like pop, pop, and each time one of these little pustules pops, there's like a little puff of what looks like spores.
I cover my mouth.
Does that make any sense to Trustius?
Oh, it's definitely
Yeah,
demonic. It is so definitely demonic.
I was going to ask if we could do a lore check.
You can do a lore check, yes, but it is 100% without needing a roll demonic in origin.
Oh, I can't. I can't because I'm broken, it says.
That's right, you can't make any rolls while you're broken.
Ah, okay.
You're just like, goddamn, my arm hurts, and yeah, beyond the fact that it's demonic in origin, trust us, nothing comes to mind.
Can you speak?
But I am going to need both of you to give me endurance rolls.
So I can't do any rolls while I'm broken.
I'll give you back one of your points of agility so you can make rolls. You do get a +2 bonus because you specifically covered your mouth.
I don't think I could push that.
I need a D3. Interesting. All right. So this thing just kind of sits there, kind of like bubbling and popping and puffing these spores into the air, but it does not respond to Trustius.
Sorry, did you roll that D3 or did I not realize it?
I did, but I had your token selected. But there doesn't seem to be any response. You're fairly certain that it's not necessarily sentient.
Ryzen, give me some space.
I will give him as much space as I can given the position we are currently in.
Okay.
And if necessary, put Trustius between me and it.
That's fair. And as far as I could tell, we're safe, right?
It seemed to be. It doesn't seem to be climbing up the escarpment or reaching up its tentacles towards you or anything.
I mean, outside the dice that you were rolling.
Yeah,
But,
aside from that.
yeah, I'm gonna try to bind this demon. It's a quarter-day ritual, so
So you're
whatever you're rolling is gonna happen first.
All right. So Trestia starts incanting and using magics to try to bind this demon.
We're in the wrong spot. Like Okatai should be here and I should be up there.
And at the end of the quarter day, you can make your roll.
Really? Didn't die. That's... God damn, I don't even know how powerful this demon is. And Laura was nothing, right? So I don't want to.
It's a penalty to its insight to resist equal to the power level of the spell.
I know. I just gave Caldy a lecture on this. But Trustius doesn't.
If it makes you feel better, Caldy didn't really listen to your lecture.
Okay. Demons get mad. Okay, don't die. And I want Ryzen outside of short range.
Just in case.
Oh, mishap.
Oh, Sleepy. You are. You,
Oh, that's fine.
yeah. The magic disturbs your sleep. You cannot sleep for 4 days.
Oh,
That
no.
tracks.
Again?
Still.
So
You just started getting normal sleep again.
So as this magic kind of builds and builds, and you bind this demonic thing to your will. I gotta look up the spell. Oh, the duration is a quarter day. The spell is instant. So it's bound to your will for a quarter day, but the duration is one action.
Oh, yeah, I read that wrong.
Yeah.
Sorry. I just assumed it was a ritual. Most of my stuff is rituals.
Yeah. So you have this demonic creature bound to your will for a quarter day.
Do you understand me?
It kind of sits there quivering and popping pustules.
If you can speak, then speak.
Shakes and shimmers and pops.
Moron. Tap once on that rock, if you understand me.
It doesn't do so.
Ryzen, I don't think this thing has a language. At least not one that I can speak.
Sorry, I can't remember if I tried to do. Yeah, I think I did try to do a lore on this thing. I mean, I don't speak any special languages, so and I don't do magic, so I mean, I could do an interpretive dance like I did for Desi, but I have a feeling this will not respond to it even remotely like Desi did.
I expect it to be close to the same.
Hmm. Well,
Demon, if I asked you to move 10 feet away, can you do so?
That it does.
sorry, what did you ask it previously?
To tap if it understood me.
So it couldn't do that, but it moved when you asked it to, told it to move. Maybe it could only understand very, very basic, simple commands like a pet.
Close your eyes if you can understand me. All of them.
Yeah, the eyes closed.
It can understand. Ish. Do you have hands? Can you write?
There are like dozens of hands. They don't actually seem to be connected to anything. They're just kind of floating there like pineapple chunks in a jello mold.
But it understands. So it has a brain of some sort. We have some time. Let's wait for the others. Stay. Harm no one.
And it just stays. Popping and oozing.
If I made a better roll, I'd be scared, but apparently I didn't, so.
Meanwhile, the mountain. Having successfully navigated to the higher reaches and bypassed the Karg the troll, and following Okatai's strong sense of his tracking ability, following the griffin scent. By lunchtime, you do find a little kind of like nested area on one of the outcroppings in the mountain. There are eggs here, but you guys have already dealt with the parents, so that is not an issue. But taking a look, you do realize that had you come up here first, it's a really narrow ledge. And it's a really long fall.
Nope.
Yeah, better deal with this place without the griffin.
Like it's high enough up that there's actually like some slight cloud cover below you.
Oh. I'm gonna tread very carefully.
I need a move roll. Judging from like where the nest is, it's almost like it's designed to be only accessible by flight.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 successes. So everybody kind of holds their breath as Okatai makes his way on this very narrow ledge. Kind of gripping the side of the mountain with his like little wolfkin claws. But you get out to the nest and there are 2 eggs.
Oh, hello there.
It's just the two, huh?
Yep.
Well, hopefully it's a
That's-
mating pair.
Seeing the size of the beast They could carry a lot.
And the eggs are probably about a good like 10 or 11 inches. Like they're a good sized egg. They're not like ostrich egg size, but bigger than an emu egg.
Okay. I'm gonna try to secure them before trying to bring them back.
All right. So each of the eggs counts as a normal item.
Okay. I'll add them as a materials thing.
Yeah, as long as you've got the carry capacity, that's the main thing.
Yeah, I can make room if we need to.
I have enough room for 2 normal items if you need to toss something down. Don't toss the eggs, but
No tossing the eggs.
preferably not a
But,
harpoon or spear, because I've seen those and they look like they hurt.
Oh yeah, they kind of do. Yeah, I'll just use some stuff to make some space.
Okay. All right. So you guys do a little bit of juggling around of equipment. Manage to get the eggs secured. Not a problem. Definitely not something you'd want to be doing while there was griffins trying to eat your face.
Yeah, sounds terrible.
No babies?
No
Found
babies.
Just
2
eggs.
eggs.
But other than that, once you've got those secured, you guys can easily make your way back. The climb down is easier than the climb up, and you know, as you pass by Karg's place, you know, Caldy's kind of on the lookout for it since he put it on his map. It's still very hard to spot. But nothing else untoward happens to you.
I'll keep the fur close to them so to keep them warm.
Karg's not there to charge a descending tax?
He's not that smart. He hasn't realized he can double up on things.
Let's not teach him.
Caldy and I'll teach him economics.
That's gonna be terrible.
You know, down below, Trustius, you feel a little nauseous, a little warm, slightly fevery. And Ryzen, you notice when you look at Trustius that at first it looks like he's sweating. But it's not sweat. It's blood.
Where's he bleeding from?
It looks like basically kind of like along his neck. You can see like the blood seems to be just kind of like sweating out from the blood vessels.
Are you being vampired? Has he got all the gems?
Not all of them.
He does not have all of them, though.
Can I do a medicine or lore or something to see what this might be due to?
You can make a lore roll.
We're not back yet, right?
Not yet.
No, I'm not pushing. I'm already like after.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be better in the morning. Take 2 Tylenol and get some sleep.
Rub some dirt in it.
Justice, are you injured at all?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay, how are you feeling?
Weak. Somewhat. It takes some control to keep a demon in check.
Sorry, somewhat what?
Some control, some strength of will.
Because you've got something strange going on where you're sweating blood.
And he'll rub his neck.
Yeah, and when you look at it, that's definitely blood as opposed to sweat. But when you look at the blood, there's something soothing about the coloration.
How so?
It seems like the nauseous feeling kind of goes away a little bit as you stare at the blood on your fingers.
It's fine, Ryzen. I believe we're starting to communicate.
What, you and that thing?
Someone has to talk to it. Talks different than we do.
Yeah, I admit I don't understand its pattern of understanding.
It's all right, Ryzen. Perhaps you should find the others. I'd like to have a moment.
Okay. Sure. And Chris, I'm going to walk off as if I'm going to do that, and I'm going to look for a place to hide and eavesdrop.
Absolutely not do that.
Perfect. All right. Yeah, you can find like a little gully or something. There's all kinds of like little dips and divots and holes and stuff for somebody small to disappear into.
Yeah, and Trusty is not even remotely watching them, right?
Yeah. Incidentally, Trestis, you have a -1 on all empathy rolls.
Sure. I mean, that's 0 dice, but tracks, I suppose.
I suppose because you don't have any empathy skills either, do you?
Not a bit, no.
All right. So yeah. So Ryzen goes off to find the others.
You need to find a way to communicate. Sometime soon, my friends will be back and they will kill you. Send you back to hell. I'm not sure how we can do that. Perhaps with closing your eyes for yes or blinking for no.
Kind of closes its eyes.
Were you sent by Chakuz?
Keeps its eyes closed.
Chakuz is your master.
Keeps its eyes closed.
Am I your master now?
It blinks.
Can your master hear me?
Closes its eyes.
Can he speak through you?
It blinks.
so your master can hear me, but you can't speak with his voice, or his voice can't speak through you.
Just kind of keeps its eyes open, since that's not a yes or no.
All right, then. Jacuz, I would like a parley.
Actually,
From
that's
my understanding, you can... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, asking Jacuz for parley sounds like a good note to end things on.
Oh, no.
Sounds like a terrible idea. What the fuck, buddy?
That sounds like a great note to end things on. Rising over years, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
The
no,
final
that's
panel of a
good. That's
comic.
good.
Oh dear God, what are you
That's
doing?
good. That's good.
This is fine, I'm sure.
I'm
It
sure,
is not. Nothing's good.
Sure we'll be fine. All right, so we'll very quickly do some XP here. Participate in the game session, yes. Travel through at least one hex? No. Discover new adventure site? Yes. I mean, you guys cleared out the monsters before you got to the site, but you know, whatever.
Well, we got there.
Yep. Defeat one or more monsters? Yes, you defeated Crag. Or Karg.
Okay, the Griffin. Griffin are not monster.
Griffins are not
Karg.
monsters, but Karg is. Find a treasure with one golden more? No.
The eggs don't
Eggs
count.
don't count?
No, the eggs don't count as a treasure because it's not something that you plan to sell.
No, correct.
Build a function? No. Activate pride? No. Teresia suffered from dark secret.
All day, every day.
Risk your life? Nothing comes to mind.
No more than usual.
Perform an extraordinary action. I don't think so.
I don't
Just
think
got-
so. No, nothing stands out.
Just extraordinarily bad ideas.
I mean, we had plenty of those.
Like parlaying with Jacuz. What the?
Oh, no, it's good. It's awesome. I have 1 point of charisma. It's gonna be great.
And a -1 penalty.
No, you don't.
And I
You-
want
yeah.
one penalty.
That's you have 0 right now. This is gonna be so bad.
All right. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3 XP, and then 4 for Tony.
Oh, I thought it was just 2.
Should be three and 1. Yeah.
Yep. Participated.
Oh.
Adventure site, the Griffin Airy, but
Oh, okay.
and talking your way past Karg.
I missed the sight point.
So 3 XP / 4 XP, and we'll see some people in person this weekend for NBCon.
We will
All right.
in person.
In
Yeah.
person.
Some of these
Once a
people
year.
I've never met in person. So for
Once a
you
year.
two folks, this
So-
is kind of exciting.
Some of these people I've only met once in person. Some of them
Yeah.
I've known since I was 11. I am much more than 11 now.
Just a little bit more.
Just a little bit.
It would have been my guess. Just